Hey guys, Aziz here, and in this video I'm going to give a bit of a breakdown of what I want to do moving forward. Now, I've come to the conclusion I don't understand how YouTube works. Genuinely, I don't. So it's a battle between what I want to produce versus what the consumer wants. And I've come to see that lots of YouTubers, I'm not calling myself a YouTuber, I'm not a YouTuber yet. Lots of YouTubers, they look at what the audience wants and they create that. But then I don't want to do that because I want to give out something that people watch by accident and it's fucking useful. People watch and they can gain from it, something that they don't expect. Because if you know what you want, right, the likelihood is you already have it. Now, obviously, you can have a vague answer on I want this end goal, so on and so forth, right? But the steps in between, let's say as an example, building a house, like one of those tiny homes, you want to build your own home, build your own trailer. You may want to build your own trailer, right? And you can watch a video, how to build a trailer. But you won't know the exact steps and requirements or different sockets or electricity or plumbing, so on and so forth. That has to be produced, provided to you and shown to you. So what I want to do is move forward and just make the channel, obviously this is subject to change, make the channel one where anyone can watch it and grow who they are, grow their business, grow how they are known. Right? And one thing that I'm relatively good at, I would say to like very high degrees, is sales, understanding the psychology on sales, why consumers buy, and how to just take money out of people's bank accounts and then do the work that they want, which is kind of how I've always seen business. So I want to be focused on looking at different avenues, looking at different businesses, on how to generate business. Right? This is applying for those who are making 100,000 plus. This applies to those that are just getting started. So, kicking it off, just straight off the bat, let's talk about real estate. Let's talk about being a real estate agent. So let's imagine I'm a real estate agent. Now, obviously, as I go through all of this, you can look at it from different lenses. I'm a real estate agent, and I want to be getting more business. One big fact is I need people to recognize me. I need to be able to walk down the street and people can point, oh, that's a real estate agent. One thing that many real estate agents do is they rely on word of mouth, referrals, which is such a lazy way to do business, genuinely the laziest way to do business. Because let me just tell people about me and then hopefully they're going to buy from me and hopefully they're going to use me. That's not how it works. I was in Dubai, I'm in Starbucks, yeah? It's about 4 a.m. in the morning, I'm just working in Starbucks, the Wi-Fi is terrible. And some random guy walks in, starts to talk to me. Why? No idea. But he just starts having a conversation. I'm not really responding to him, he just keeps feeding me information about himself and his life. Why? I don't know. And then at one point, he's like, what do you do? I say, I work. I said, what do you do? Consultant, work. I like to keep my stuff vague. Then I asked him what he does. He says, oh, real estate, he's a real estate agent. Now, I know that being a real estate agent in Dubai is hard, so I just, oh, it's hard, isn't it? And then he says, yeah. Like, man, no one is loyal. When I show someone a house, like, they don't want to, like, work with me after. I mean, I work with somebody else. Like, if I show you a house, at least buy a house with me or rent a house with me. That's not how it works, right? When it comes to the service delivery on real estate, you have to be on top of your clients. Now, the one difficult thing when it comes to real estate is that you'll be working with I don't know how many people. You have to follow up with I don't know how many people. Now, obviously, depending who you work with, the company you work with, if you're not independent, you'll have systems, emails, email campaigns, SMS campaigns that will make your job easier, right? But now, the biggest thing is the relationship. It's who do I want to buy from, right? It's who is more competent, who is more conscientious. If I need something, they're going to get it done. Who is willing to bleed? One fact is that when it comes to real estate, the conversion is really low. And what I mean by that is, let's say that you talk to 100 people. 2, 1, maybe 4 might buy off you. I honestly think 4 is optimistic, or may use you to buy, sell, rent, right? Rentals are a bit different, like the maths is better on the rentals, but it's very bad conversions. Now, someone will say, oh, but why would you want to do that? Because how much you get from it is so good, right? So as an example, let's say I work in a dentistry. More often than not, someone walks into my dentistry, I'm going to get lots of clients. Like people are going to come and they're going to convert because they need shit done. But when it comes to getting a home, right, they're going to speak to lots of agents, they're going to speak to lots of homes, and way less deals are going to be closed. Cool. Dental is way more deals. Real estate is way less deals, but the maths works to both sides because you get so much more on the deal size, or on the, what's it called, on the commissions from one deal, right? Or let's just say commissions from one deal related to the margins that you get in dentistry. So lots of numbers, less numbers, lower value, higher value. So with that being said, the way you have to look at it is, what would I do, right? How can I treat myself as a real estate agent to be everybody else? Simple answer. What is everybody else not willing to do? Right? What are they not willing to do? And make a list of 10 things that the perfect agent would do. Genuinely, the perfect agent, 10 out of 10. Right? Now, let's take it to an extreme. Everyone I speak to gets a gift basket. Now, obviously, that is not realistic, or like that won't work in the beginning. But you put it all to extremes. You get your different options out there. And then you think, cool, are these genuinely things that people are too lazy to do? And on the basis that they are, you then have to think, cool, these 10 things, that's me working really hard, doing that which everyone else is not willing to do. But now, how can I work smart, right? How can I be a smart agent where these 10 things are broken down into steps, segments, mass produced, so on and so forth, in order to make my life easier. So as an example, rather than sending out text messages to each client, right? Why not use a text automation system where you can put your clients, like you can sort them through different tags of their different criteria on what they're looking for, areas that they're looking for, and when they're looking to do something, right? Once that's done, then you can just put people into a sequence and just run the sequence. Send a full text to all of the relevant parties. Because the fact is, with these types of campaigns, you can put custom values such as names, locations, so on and so forth, for each part of the campaign. So I'm sending out, what, let's say 100 texts to my existing client base. And this is all in one set tag, or one group of people under one category. I just have to customize the message so it looks as though it was custom, not evergreen. So it doesn't look generic. And all I need to do is add more custom values in order to do that. Now, based on that alone, right, I can now text a lot more people, and you can now use WhatsApp as an API. So you can use WhatsApp for all of this as well. So it looks a lot more custom, it looks more genuine. And the more that this happens, that's one extra step that someone else is not doing. Now, further to that, let's say, as an example, viewings, right? Or you're doing an open house. Just recording that, putting it on your social media, and then sending it to all of your clients. Not just posting. Like, posting is very important, but showing that you're doing more than everybody else. It's all a fugazi, all a fugazi. You may be working just as hard as the other agents out in the market, but are the other agents showing everybody else how hard they really truly work? Right? And that there is showing the competence, showing that you're conscientious, and you will do everything, go above and beyond. Do you keep them in the loop of what you are doing? Do you keep them informed? Do you teach them on what they need to do? Right? And the good thing is, we have recording devices like the one I have right now. With this recording device, you can look at me and say, am I talking shit? Or do I come across as competent? To the same extent as an agent, every time you go to a viewing, are you recording it? To what extent are you recording? That extra bit of work that you go, others won't do. The more steps you take further down the line, the less people are there alongside with you, right? But now it's working smart. It's not gassing yourself out. It's just doing it the correct way. As an example, let's say I need an editor, right? Or let's say I want to edit really nice videos when I go to all of these places. I don't really have the budget. Wonderful. So let me go find somebody in India, go online, do a little bit of hunting, right? Find someone young who's hungry, who's willing to learn. Yes? Realistically, I'm not going to pay them much. But in India, you can get full-time workers for about $250. As long as they've got a computer, as long as they can edit, and it's not taking the piss, because that's how much they get paid in their own market, if they were to work 8 hours a day. Cool. So I've now got a full-time editor. Yes? Amazing. And now, why don't I get other agents involved, right? Why don't I get them to send me videos? And then I'll do the editing and I just have the right to use it. And then I can send that out to my whole client base as well. Now, that idea I just gave, that one has its cons. But it's now thinking, how can I do more with less? How can I work hard? How can I show that I'm better than everybody else? Because it's that little extra step that you take that others don't take that makes the difference between people choosing you as an agent or people not choosing you. And the bulk of this can be automated, right? Now, obviously, there's other things such as ad campaigns, retargeting campaigns, having VSLs, dropping free value, so on and so forth, that you can do alongside. But then I'll save that for another video. This is just a hint of what I want to do. Now, obviously, some of you can watch this and be like, wow, you just talked a whole heap of shit. Some of you will see value in it. There's a good chance none of this we're going to get any views, and that's okay. This is the direction I'm going down. If anyone has any comments of the type of video that they want to see, what they want to learn based on what I know, then put it in the comments, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.